Hey guys, welcome to the PureLine Q&A weekly segment. My name is Aaron Garza. I'm the founder of PureLine Nutrition. We've got stores located in McAllen, Brownsville, and Corpus Christi, Texas, and I hope you already have visited one of our stores, talked to some of our guys out there because they're there to help you. We're here in my little humble abode today, and we're gonna shoot a little Q&A section, something we're gonna start doing every week. If you got our first video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't get it, then you can log on to our website and www.thepureline.com, and it's that first video there that you go to. It talks a lot about pre and post workout nutrition and things like that. So you can get to know me a little better, and so that you kind of have an idea about who I am and what it is we do and talk about here at PureLine. I'm a former national level competitive bodybuilder, and nutrition and fitness has been my life for the last 10, 15 years. And what I've done is brought you into my home with my little girl here, Penelope, who's kind of got a little bit of an attitude. Can you zoom in on her there? Ellie, don't you want to say hi to the camera? Penelope, come on, mama, come on. She's kind of asleep right now, but she's a King Charles Spaniel, and she's my little baby. She pretty much takes care of me, and she eats a lot of protein, a lot of chicken, a lot of egg whites. But she'll kind of be in some of the videos here and there, so she's like, yeah, whatever, Dad. So you see her around. Her name's Penelope. So that's who she is. So anyway, let's get to it. First thing I want to do is, if you haven't been by the store recently in McAllen or Brownsville or Corpus Christi, definitely go by and check out our new apparel line. This is the PureLine Nutrition, the sport line. We've got the Crank shirt, which is our pre-workout Crank product, in black and white, which are really cool. It says I train on Crank. And then we've also got the long sleeve and short sleeve PL Sport logo. It says change starts here, because if you want to change your body, well, PureLine is the place you start doing that at. And then we've got what I really like. These are the burnout tees, the PL burnout tees. These kind of a see-through type material, not totally see-through, but it's pretty cool, man. And what I'm going to do is, if anybody sends in a question for our Q&A segment on a weekly basis, I'm going to give away a free t-shirt. So send your questions to Aaron, A-A-R-O-N, at thepureline.com. And what I'll do is, for those questions that we use, if you include your address, we'll go ahead and send you out a free t-shirt of your size choice, so that you can represent the PL line and logo at your gym, wherever you may be. Now, let's get to the bulk of the matter here. Question and answer segment. And I get a pretty good amount of Q&As just about overall training, nutrition, weight loss, how people can accelerate the results and get the best from the products, supplements, and nutrition they're using, how they can do better things in the gym, etc. So the first thing I've got here is, I've got a question, and this question is from John, and he's out in Brownsville, Texas. It says, Aaron, I've been using P90X as a training program. Do you think it will work for body fat loss and muscle strengthening? P90X, you know, we get a lot of people that come in that have been doing these CrossFit, P90X, you know, these crazy insanity type workouts. And these type of workouts are cardio intensive. They're anaerobic intensive. You're using strength training, weight training, cardiovascular workouts, basically combining everything into one workout, so you're burning as many calories as possible and losing as much body fat, and hopefully training to tone the muscle as well. Now, there's a couple of issues. Number one is diet. These workouts are so intensive that your diet has to be on point. You cannot afford to not be getting in the right amounts of protein, carbs, vegetables, essential fats, and things like that, because if you don't, you'll be drained. You'll be completely just knocked down, tired, and you won't recuperate. So supplementation and nutrition is even more important when you're following a P90X type protocol. Will it work? Yes, you will lose fat, because the amount of calories you're burning in a given hour is absolutely, you know, insane. Something like anywhere between 700 to 800 calories per hour. The key is recovering and recuperation, using the right whey proteins, glutamine, creatine, making sure that you're getting about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, about 1.5 grams in terms of carbohydrates. So what I would do if I were you and you are following a P90X, CrossFit, or any other type of cross-training type workout, even an MMA type workout, is make sure and get your nutrition on point. Go to one of our locations. If you're in Corpus, visit with Peter or Jeremy over there. If you're in Brownsville, visit with Cody, and if you're in McAllen, any of the guys, Sam or Bob, can help you out, and let them design completely free of charge a good, clean nutrition program that will help improve and accelerate your results so that you're getting the best from that type of workout. It is an intense workout. Again, it requires the right supplementation. A lot of people don't finish that type of workout or stay with or stick with that type of workout routine because it is too intense, and their lack of nutrients causes them to kind of get dehydrated, depleted, and tired. So keep that in mind. But it is a very effective workout protocol. It works, burns a lot of calories. If you're new to training and working out, it's not something I would jump into. I would give yourself a little bit of an introductory period where you get the muscles and the overall cardiovascular system and endurance system a little bit of a chance to get acclimated to the type of caloric expenditure and the type of training that you're going to be doing with that. So keep that in mind, and I hope that helps with the P90X question, okay? Now, next question we have is from Sarah, and she writes to us from El Paso. Thank you, Sarah. We'll send you out your t-shirt. And it says, Aaron, what is the absolute best fat loss product on the market? Man, you know, if I had $1 for every time this question was asked of me, you know, I would be a very wealthy man. Let's talk a little bit about fat loss products, because these seem to be the core supplement that most supplement shops and most nutrition outfitters sell wherever, you know, they exist on the planet. Back in the old days, about 10 to 15 years ago, we used to have a very effective combination of ingredients that we would put into a fat loss product, namely caffeine, ephedrine hydrochloride, and aspirin. These three have been shown in clinical studies to actually increase body heat, that's the thermodynamic temperature of the body, help accelerate fat loss, bring down and burn the brown fat, which is the harder fat in the areas of the body to lose, and of course decrease and suppress appetite a little bit. So a very effective product. Of course, this was taken off the market about probably about 8 to 10 years ago now. So true ephedrine doesn't exist in a product anymore. Now, what you're seeing today are a lot of different substrates. For example, 1,3-dimethylamylamine. You're seeing that in anything from OxyElite Pro to some of the newer fat loss products on the market that claim to be just as good as the old ephedra-based products. Now, the products that have 1,3-dimethyl, which to be honest with you probably won't be around for another 4 to 6 months just because of the legality of the actual substance. It's now considered a pharmaceutical drug, and most companies will be pulling out that product from the supplement. Those products were very, very effective at helping accelerate fat loss. Not quite as effective as ephedrine, but still somewhat effective. Now, in terms of what is available and what will help burn body fat, I tend to lean towards two products, which of course PureLine manufactures. Number one is XP2G, and the reason that I like XP2G is because it has something called Mormon tea extract. And Mormon tea is what we actually use to bind and coat the tablets. Now, the incredible thing about Mormon tea is that it's an actual substrate of ephedrine hydrochloride. So unbeknownstly, we are still able to put a little bit of ephedrine into the product in a legal and a completely safe way. So the XP2G is a good product that combines not only the Mormon tea and cola and guarana and a few other precise herbs that will help accelerate body heat and get you into the fat burning zone, but also keep you there. It's a great product. Now, the second product next to that I recommend, it's actually a little stronger, and you need to keep in mind that when you do use it, if you've never used a stimulant-based fat loss product before, you've got to be a little careful with it, is our Thermocore. Thermocore does have a Mahuang, guarana, cola nut. It's an extremely powerful product. This product is probably the most powerful and potent fat loss product that we currently carry. I have people start with 1 capsule in the morning, 1 capsule in the afternoon. That's it. Take it Monday through Saturday, give yourself 1 day off so the body doesn't get acclimated to it. That's a great product, but again, it's for somebody who already has been used to thermogenics, or somebody who knows how and is able to use products with stimulants. So keep that in mind. Again, XP or the Thermocore are both great fat loss products. They'll give you the results you're looking for. I stand by them. They're available at any of our locations. And heck, if you don't believe me, go buy and get a free sample. I will tell you this, we are working on a new product that should be out in January sometime, which specifically targets the cells that are found in cellulite and the harder to reach fatty areas of the body. This product will probably be available sometime around the 15th of January. So keep posted for that, and email me on that if you have any questions. Okay, let's take another question here. Let's see. We've got a couple of good ones here. It says, Aaron, okay, and this is from John, and he's in Austin. Aaron, what are some of the most underground, unknown secrets to shedding fat and keeping it off? You know, obviously, fat loss is probably the predominant theme in most of our question and answers, and at our stores too. Fat loss is a big deal. So, you know, first of all, before we get into that, go by and get your in-body test done. You know, it's something we offer at any of our PureLine stores, and that will help figure out exactly where your body fat percentage is, how many pounds of fat you're actually carrying, so we can figure out what you've got to lose. Now, underground, this is kind of an interesting topic because when he refers to underground, what I take that word to mean to me is that's the relationship to tactics that are really not known by the general public, but are used by the inside few that actually do this for a living, whether it's for physique competition, fitness, bodybuilding, or whatever it may be. And let me kind of give you a couple of what I believe are the most underground secrets for fat loss that are still legal and aren't crossing into the pharmaceutical area, because there are definitely ways to cross into that genre of products and see even more incredible results, but that's something we can get at a completely different interview or question and answer segment. Underground is still legal. I'd say the first thing that would probably be one of the most effective of ways to look at this would be carb cycling. Carb cycling is a way of increasing and dropping carbs over a course of 2 to 3 weeks, where your body is never used to a certain amount of carbohydrate, so it keeps dropping fat continuously. If you have tried, or if you kind of research our 21-day rapid fat loss system, I use a method of carb cycling in that system that will help you burn fat fast and rapidly, and it alternates high carb days with low carb days. It's a great way to burn fat and get it off quickly. The key to any carb cycling protocol, though, is when you come off of it, you've got to get on a moderate carb diet, something like our lean and tone system program. That'll help you maintain your weight loss results. The second thing that I would probably say, and it's not so underground anymore, it's pretty well known, is of course doing cardio first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You've been sleeping for 6 to 7 hours, your body has no source of fuel, doesn't have glycogen in the muscle. The only thing that it can possibly use to fuel that cardio session is stored body fat, and it does that after about 10 to 15 minutes. Optimal fat burning underground tactic number 2, take a thermocore, glass of water, wait about 20 minutes, get on the stepper, the treadmill, the bike, your choice of cardio machine. Go for about 35 to 45 minutes at about 65 to 70% of your max heart rate. That's 220 minus your age times 0.70, and that'll give you your heart rate at 70% for that minute. So that's kind of where you want to be. Those are 2 of the more commonly known underground tactics, so I hope those may answer your question, John. Now we've just got time for one more, and this one is from Jose, and Jose is down in McAllen. He says, Aaron, I suffer from mood fluctuations. It seems that I start the day strong and feel great, but sometime after 3, I start to hit a midday slump where I just completely tire out and feel like sleeping. What gives? Sometimes after feeling like this, I have absolutely no motivation to go to the gym. I'm just zapped. John, this is a common question, and in fact, for years, I experienced that. And, it would usually be from like 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock where I would just usually feel real tired. I couldn't concentrate, couldn't focus anymore. I just wanted to go to sleep, and I didn't know what it was. And I figured it out. Usually my 1 o'clock meal was my most substantial meal of carbohydrates and proteins. And when eating a lot of carbs at one time, what would happen was my insulin level would be increased. And as it would spike, it would give me a little bit of energy for about 35 to 40 minutes. And then after the 30 to 40 minutes, it would immediately drop. And that would leave me in a state where I was just tired, lethargic, fatigued, unable to focus and concentrate. And so that was something that I really realized I needed to modify in my dietary approach. What I did was I added 3 Pure Essentials. Pure Essentials is our omega-3, 6, and 9 formula with CLA.
I added those with my 1 o'clock meal, and what the fats did, the natural fats did, they acted as a buffer to keep me from having the dip in insulin levels. What it does is it kind of, when you add fat to your carbohydrate, it kind of negates the insulin rise. It's not a spike, it's not a real large spike, it's just a moderate spike, so your energy levels never crash and go high and crash and go high. It's more of a stable energy throughout the day. So what I would recommend that you do, if you're not already, take Pure Essentials 3 soft gels with that 1 o'clock meal or your afternoon meal, and you'll notice that you start to have more energy throughout the day because you're not having those crazy insulin-like fluctuations that are causing you to need to take a nap and just bury down and turn in. So try that out. I think it'll help you out a lot. Guys, we're going to be doing this every week. This is our Q&A segment. I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions regarding nutrition, fitness, health, wellness, we've been doing this for well over 20 years at PureLine Nutrition. All of our products are 100% pharmaceutical grade. They're void of binders and fillers. We try to create the best products for people who really want the best out of their programs and their routines and their results. Everything is backed by science. I stand by every product. So, email me any questions at aaron@thepureline.com, and I'd be happy to help you out. And if you, like I said, if you get one of your questions asked on our Q&A segment, what we're going to do is send you out one of our new PL shirts, our sports shirts from our apparel line. So be sure and send in your questions and give us any feedback that may help you or some of our other viewers get more from their routines. Thanks again, and best wishes.